Hi, and welcome to On the Spot. I'm Nicole Candler, Senior Vice President of Marketing and Communications, and I am joined here today by President and CEO Gary Marsh. We are here at an active construction site, so you're going to hear lots of noise and maybe see some workers behind us as we tell you a little bit about the Meadow. So Gary, it is very hard for anybody who has visited our Louisville campus to miss this construction project that's happening right up front. Tell me a little bit about the Meadow.
Well, obviously what the Meadow is that it's a beautiful building site that sits right on Frankfort Avenue, and people who drive up and down all of a sudden see this large building that's being erected on this spot. You know, it's 122 apartments for independent living residents in 8 different designs and in terms of sizes of apartments, and it's just going to be an absolutely wonderful project. And it's it's already 92% sold out. So
that is amazing.
It is amazing, and we really think that this project, like the Meadow project, will be something that we can be proud of, both as employees as well as the community.
Well, and I know that we have heard from our current residents at Meadow and the Village that they really have an interest in pursuing their art talent. So we have a lot of painters and a lot of performers in the group, and that is something that you're incorporating here in the Meadow, not only in the programming but in the craftsmanship of the building. So tell me a little bit about how you're really cultivating that art feel here.
Well, absolutely. I mean, that's one of the things we recognized, that we had a lot of artists in residence, especially with Meadow as well as the Village, and with the Meadow, we basically decided that this was a good theme for this building. Yeah. So what we're going to have here in the Meadow is a movie theater that will have 80 seats in it, like you would in any other movie theater, fully equipped and great equipment. We're going to have a performing arts area that is a multi-purpose type of space, but it was set up for us to be able to do performances in it. We're going to have an art studio that will be for artists and painting, as well as sculpting and pottery. And so in addition to that, the center court, which is right behind us, is also an art gallery. And it will be able to display art from our residents as well as from artists from in the community. So it takes on that very artistic nature, and we're really excited about having those features here.
Wonderful. I know every inch of the common area is incorporating some sort of amenity here. So tell us about the amenities that will be offered at the Meadow.
Well, actually, starting where we are right now is the rotunda, and it's a big 35 feet, circular thing. It will actually have a copper roof on it, and behind us is, of course, the art gallery space. And it goes back to the main lobby, where it's going to have a very, very special entry in the lobby. Something very spectacular that people will just say wow when they come through the door. But it has that artistic feel to it as well.
And also some outdoor amenities as well.
Oh yes, and in addition to behind, in front of me here is the courtyard, which will have, as we always like to do, special water features that will line the interior courtyard. It'll have a putting green. It'll have an outdoor dining area that has its own fountains, special fountains that will be built into it. So there's a lot of exterior space, and also it's going to have a Tai Chi garden that's a part of it. In addition to the typical things that we like to put in for the wellness of the residents. With aerobics and new fitness center with outstanding new senior equipment that we're going to be acquiring to put in there. The dining space in this building is going to be very unique, and it will have some features unlike what we put into Meadow that residents will enjoy their dining experience. And so, I think it's going to be a very beautiful building for the community as well as for the residents who reside here.
And I love a good spa, so I hear it's going to have a spa as well.
Yeah, well, I forgot all about that. Yeah, that's right. We have a beauty salon and spa that's going to be built, has all the modern equipment in it, from pedicure to manicure, as well as hairstylists that will be in it. It's really going to be very unique and very nice.
Wonderful. I know for the rest of our employees, we're looking forward to adding more as a part of the Meadow, but what should our employees know about the Meadow and the new addition to our campus?
Well, in addition to the fact that, we've hired a lot of construction workers for, through the construction period, which helps the Louisville economy, we're going to have several new employees for both this new buildings, the Meadow, as well as the Grove Point assisted living building. And both of those will have considerable number of new employees added to it. But it will be something that, all employees will have an opportunity to visit and see, and it's something they can be proud of, and, in terms of when they're out in the community and people say, where do you work? And you say, oh, I work for the Masonic Homes. Oh, you've got some beautiful buildings, and, the residents are wonderful, and so on and so forth. So I think it really helps all around for our employees.
Is there anything else you want to tell us about the Meadow?
The need in this community for for people who live here would suggest that this is the type of environment that they really do enjoy living in their latter years. It's been proven that people who live in retirement communities from the time that they're still fully independent gives them an added number of years to their life. And so we think that this is going to even be even better because it makes them very productive, as far as the residents concerned. And I think that, the people that they associate with, the residents, whose friends can come in here and see all the great things that we're doing on our campus. So This is just one addition to the many good things we're doing.
Now, I know lots of people are going to want to know where they can get a hat like ours.
Well, they have to go to a construction shop and buy one. But in terms of this construction, it's a hard hat area, so we're not wearing these hard hats just because we're trying to show off. We're doing it because this is required to be on site.
You're right, it is important that our employees understand that we will share as much of the construction progress as we can as it develops, but we do ask that they refrain from coming on the site because it is a safety issue. Well, Gary, thank you for joining us for On the Spot. We are certainly excited to tell you all that's happening here at the Meadow, and we look forward to sharing with you on the next On the Spot more about the other construction project happening at Grove Point Assisted Living.